Good morning and welcome to another episode of Morning Java, brought to you as always by our friends at the Get-Go Cafe and Market, where, as Dale Lawley can personally attest, the subs this month are $4.99 for a 7-inch sub. You can get them any way you want them, and that's what I did the other day when it was really legitimately
Not
good.
the 6-inch sub.
No.
The 7-inch sub.
That's right, pal, for $4.99. No one wants to hear this. No one wants to hear anything that we're going to talk about from this particular venue. But, yeah.
Yeah, it happened again. It happened again. I've seen this show several times now, and it ends the same way pretty much every time, with the Steelers coming up here and losing. I don't want to say I told you so, but I did kind of pick them. I didn't pick it to lose like this badly.
Yeah.
But it was pretty bad.
A Boston area reporter on my way down the elevator here asked me if there had ever been a game that the Steelers had played in this facility in which it was like at least interesting or competitive. And I remember the one time in Keith Butler's debut where they put up a bunch of points, but the Patriots put up like 55.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, I hate to be the one that talks about boogeymen and haunted houses and stuff like that and whatever. There's no question, Dale, that when they come in here, it's just different. All of them. Head coach on down.
Yeah, I thought this game, the defense was competing early, but the offense left them out on the field for so long in that first half that you kind of saw the results of that in the second half. I thought that the defense was giving them an opportunity to at least stay in the game early on, and it just, after a while, okay, hey, look, there's 29 out there. Let's go pick on that guy a little bit, and that's kind of what happened in this one.
Because once you're out there for too long,
he'll find you. Tom Brady will find you.
And David DeCastro was telling me something very similar. He said we left them out there too long, especially when the game was still, within reach. They needed to move the ball. They needed to run the ball. They needed to keep Tom Brady off the field, which they did, by the way, at Heinz Field.
That's the recipe for their last two wins over the Patriots. The offense held. They possessed.
He's
the
counting
football.
the Jesse James thing as a win.
I'm saying even I'm going back to 2012. The Steelers possessed the football in that game, and kept Tom Brady on the sidelines. That's how you beat the Patriots. You can't beat them with your offense on the sidelines and allowing Tom Brady out there to run 75 plays against your defense. He's going to figure things out.
Yep.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, he kind of did.
So Sunday, you were at field level for this game.
Unfortunately.
What did you see? What did you hear on the sidelines? Did the Steelers look as shell-shocked as they seemed at times in that game?
It was honestly so hard to judge. There was no, I didn't get any feeling of emotion. Ben was never coming off the field, doing the whole, ripping the helmet off like we've seen him do. There were no moments that looked like the Steelers really threw it away, because they never looked like they were in possession of anything to throw away. So I never saw that opposite side of the emotional spectrum that you often get when a game's closer and you feel like they have some semblance of control.
Yeah, the only time I saw that when I was watching was after they gave up the touchdown to Philip Dorsett, and you kind of saw Mike Tomlin get angry and they blew a coverage here, and it was Cameron Kelly. I don't know why, but he bit up on the coverage and allowed the receiver to get behind him. You're the free safety. There should be no miscommunication there. You're the last line of defense. You can't allow the ball to get over your head.
Yeah, there were some issues that I saw several times with safety. It just looked like sometimes a leaky faucet. Saw Terrell Edmonds, just looking over his shoulder and looking downfield. And, I'm looking at Sean Davis on the sidelines, and he's standing there dressed in all white because he's, unable to play. So, I don't know what they could do. It never felt like there was anything that they could control.
The people who were saying that they wouldn't miss Sean Davis in this game, you were wrong.
No, seriously, what is it about this place? What is it? Because you said something when we walked out here before the game, and you made a remark about something like how they didn't let you on the they just, there's a different thing here. They don't let you on this sideline, on the Patriots sideline. You're not even allowed to stand here before the game.
Yeah, no, it's different. I've complained a little bit. You guys have heard me talk about, at Steelers games, how we're not allowed to be, between the 25s before the games anymore, because that's where the famous people hang out before the games. Well, here, it's an entire sideline. The entire Patriots sideline, you're not allowed to touch until the game starts.
But in general, this whole place,
it feels different.
They bombard you as soon as you walk in here. Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that, championship this. My God, the radio stuff we heard on the drive here, the aura, the grip that they have on this community. They're convinced that this team is just like a creation of God.
Well, it
And
wasn't just the radio, and I mean, it's the same thing everywhere. Radio and TV always has a little bit more of that homerism than the traditional print.
It's true in
side of
Pittsburgh
stuff.
too, but yeah.
But I heard it. After the game when I'm sitting there working, I heard the same kind of things coming from the TV side of stuff. But they also serve you chowder in your little cups, and they serve you a lobster roll.
It's when you hear sometimes fans complain about other fans and say, "Oh, they're arrogant" or they're whatever. They actually are.
Yeah.
It's not even a criticism. I'm not even forming an opinion here.
No.
Okay? It's just they believe that this is just some higher calling of something here.
Well, Godsmack did play.
And then you look at them and you want to say, well, someday it's going to come down. And then they go and they do this.
No.
They do this.
No. I'm just going to leave you with the mighty, mighty Boston's being up here
not gonna be
someday, I suppose.